Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
It's cheesy, like the smell, it's meaty, it's awesome, it's kind of like a pizza, and it's what Dad really wants for Father's Day. And Teresa is going to show us how to make it.
Yes.
This is genius. You know, you really are the best out of all of the foodies, the chefs that we have on this show, because you come and you give us exactly what we want.
Oh, that's good.
Do you actually construct these things like that? Do you think of like, what is the most awesome thing I can combine in a way that makes it even more awesome? I mean, this is pull apart, this is Clover, cheesy, pull apart pizza bread.
It's got to be maximum flavor, but it's got to be easy to do as well. Those are the criteria.
This is the vibe. It's going to get a bit messy, and I haven't been able to wash my hands since rushing down here because I've followed the smell. So I'm not going to be rolling the dough just for the sake of my crew.
You can make me do it. It's fine.
So you're going to have to work really hard. I'm just going to appreciate the aromas that are coming off here. But this can also inspire a lot of other things. And obviously, we're using our full range of Clover cheeses here, and you can decide what cheese you want to go through. Mild, like a Tusses or a Gouda kind of vibe, or you want to go to your strong, mature cheddars, branch out a bit of Mediterranean with your feta, but you can have a lot of fun also with your flavor palettes. But this is a basic pizza combo, oregano, tomato, cheese, dough. Boom.
That's it, yes.
And our meatballs, which is just, I'm not even seeing them there, which is sneaky, hey? Okay, so how do we begin to make, what's the vibe? How long has this been proving, or how long do you have to pre-do the batter?
So you can either make it yourself, or you can go to your local supermarket and buy it ready-made.
Easy peasy.
Which is even easier. So that one you don't really need to prove. If you make it yourself, you want to mix it, let it prove for about an hour or two, and then you'll get to this stage. So you can see it's lovely and springy and soft.
Pliable, yeah.
So then you know it's good to go.
And especially if you're rolling, you know, you're creating little mini structures here, so you do need it to kind of have that pliability.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Right, you can roll it out, or you can just pat it out like that.
Cool.
Right, I'm going to take a tablespoon of pasta sauce. Again, you can make it yourself, or you can just
And this is
buy
clever
it.
because the pasta sauce has got a lot of the flavor variants that you need in a good pizza base. So don't just do tomato, because you want a kind of a well-rounded, you want a bit of garlic in there, herbs.
Yeah, a bit of onion.
So a pasta sauce is a very clever way of kind of creating. So you've... Okay, so the meatball didn't even go in the middle of that.
It's just in the middle, yes, yeah. Now we've greased this pan, so you just pop it in there.
Again, this is one of those awesome kind of pans that can go in the oven, right?
That's right, yes.
Which is great to have. The frittatas that we made yesterday, to finish with a frittata, you start it on the hob and you bang it in the oven. It just adds a completely different flavor profile as well.
Yeah, right. So basically, you're just going to keep going. So use up all your dough, sauce, a meatball, wrap it up, and pop it in your pan.
We've got a lot of dough here. We're making like a million of these little things.
I'm going to be here all morning,
Thank
I think.
you. Thank you for that. There are a lot of fathers on set, so we might need that.
So if you're using store-bought bread, you can roll all the balls and then bake them straight away. If you're using a homemade dough, you want to let them sit in the pan for another half an hour just to rise and just develop the flavor and double in size. So once you've filled up your whole pan with the meatballs, you're going to put some cheese on top. So we're using Clover Tusses today.
Nice.
And then a little bit of oregano, and then you bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes until it's golden.
And I mean, don't hold back on the cheese. You want, texturally, you want this to kind of come out very much like a pizza, but you can have a lot of fun with the flavors, but for me, you want kind of a mild-ish flavor for this, and that's why I think the Tusser is great. But I mean, if you're not that well educated with your cheeses, what I love about the Clover range is they'll give you a strength indicator. So the number indicates just how strong it is, and you can get a sense. So some are great for baking, some are great as a sounding board for other flavors, some are great for crackers, some are great just as a snack. You can cut them into cubes. You know, I've got a little cheesy boy. Jack absolutely loves cheese, so we have like a full range, the full spread. But for this, you want that kind of lower flavor profile of a... and you finish it off just like a pizza.
Well. So obviously your pan would be full, bit of cheese, some herbs, and pop it in the oven.
About how long? Because bearing in mind we've got obviously fresh meat in the middle there.
So I would say 15 to 20 minutes at about 190.
Cool. I mean, using
that should do the trick.
A nice lean beef, which will cook quite nicely. So let's dramatize this in pictures for you, take you through a blow by blow of how we got from this to that.
Clover's cheesy pull-apart pizza bread is the perfect Friday evening dinner. It's got all the flavors you'd expect from a pizza, the fluffiness of freshly baked bread, and the cheesiness of Clover Tusses. Mamma mia! Start by rolling out bread dough until 5mm thick. Next, using a cookie cutter, cut out doughy circles. On a lightly floured surface, place a mini meatball on top of each circle. Next, dollop your favorite ready-made pasta sauce on top of each meatball. And close them up, making sure you secure the edges. Place the pizza balls in an oven-proof dish and sprinkle over loads of Clover Tusses cheese and about a tablespoon of dried oregano. Pop the pizza bread into the oven and bake at 190 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes. And there you have it. Italy has just arrived in your kitchen. Clover's cheesy pull-apart pizza bread is warm and filling and sure to put those pizza cravings to bed.
Made with love by Clover.
Made by Teresa in this case, with
going.
lots, maximum effort, yeah. I'm like a hype man this morning, pushing it on, but made with love by Clover. And Clover is indeed the key word. SMS Clover to 33728. We'll send you this brilliant little ingredients list directly to your phone and you can start creating. This is a Father's Day vibe. It's a great way. Can you imagine your house filling with the aromas of pizza as you're preparing
amazing.
to settle down to watch an amazing sporting fixture?
Yes.
And this is how you
And you can
approach
share
your
it.
day.
Just
Oh,
pull it apart.
you can break bread. You
Yeah.
can break bread with the
There
family.
we go.
You're an absolute
You were
genius.
there.
This is one of your best. I don't say it every time, but this is awesome, man.
There we go.
Well, don't stop.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.